Wait, there it is. He swapped. How's it going? Chickens? Welcome, welcome, Raiders. Welcome to Alveus Sanctuary. There's no way you don't know what Alveus Sanctuary is, but just in case, we are an online sanctuary that has lots of ambassadors that are they speak for their species out in the wild. And we have cameras. We got like 30-something, 40-something cameras around live 24/7, including our new chicken cameras because we have a new chicken enclosure. So we're really excited. We got Chandler on the camera right now.
Hey guys.
Where Maya always starts here, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start here as well. This is kind of my first time doing a reveal as well, so take it easy on me. We're gonna do a YouTube video as well. Hello YouTube, like and subscribe right now. Maya would threaten you with her fake handgun, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm not violent. So, what we have is a new chicken mansion. The chicken enclosure, believe it or not, was built, the current one, was built in 2019. Our first enclosure. You'll see as we walk by it. But it was our first one. And we were still learning about building standards back then. And it's chickens, okay? Chickens. So you don't think we should go crazy with chickens. But this is Alveus. We go crazy because they're more than just egg-producing, meat-producing chickens. They're actually not that at all. They're egg-producing. They're not meat-producing. And they're ambassadors. So they've got to live a really long time and have a very comfortable life. And we did that this time.
And
so,
we love them.
We do love them. Most of the time. I love them all the time. I like them most of the time. So that's what Kayla says about me. Anyway, so their previous enclosure was built really out of just like basic wood, and we found out wood gets just destroyed in Texas. The heat, the wind, the elements are just not nice to it. So we have different building standards, and I'll show you that. You're going to get a little bit of a nerd insight for this build. I want to talk about all the things that we liked, that we didn't like, and all the unique things that we did for this enclosure. First of all, Choco Bars was a big part of this. It gave us a great sponsorship for the enclosure. So thank you so much for sponsoring our new chicken mansion. We got a plaque down there. You guys will see that. So amazing. W sponsor, yes. Punk Panda, thank you so much for the 10 months. Red FP for the 34 months. Montana for the 11. Warhawk with a 16. Vinny with a 13. Hook Shook Mimi for the 6 months. Spud, nice. Matthew Bolts, 33 months. Cracked Warriors, 21. Thank you guys so much for the subs. Bella Daily, thank you so much. So, the chickens, 2019 was built. We have done 1-2 iterations of that enclosure, and we have found that we just needed to build a whole new one. And then we're going to retrofit the old chicken enclosure for Polly, the small silky hen, and get her another friend as well. So that enclosure is not going to go to waste. There's some really cool features to it. Just needs a little bit of TLC and maybe a new outside space. So Oliver was or I guess Nugget was our first chicken that came here. She came, gosh, I wish I had a video, but she was up here on this deck here when Maya and Ella first started this. Nugget came with the parrots, Mia Siren, Tico Miley, and was supposed to be, I guess, Nugget and Mia were like pair bonding kinda, but then when we got them here, they didn't really seem to care as much about each other. So we were like, you know what, we need to get some other chickens. Maya found Oliver in 2021 at a that seems wrong. I feel like it was before 2021. Maybe it was 2021. From the local feed store. He was just a reject rooster chicken sitting outside in the hot sun. Kayla's calling me. In the hot sun, no water, no food, and it was probably just going to be someone's dinner for the night or something like that. And Maya saved him. And he is so good. He's an amazingly intelligent rooster. And I'm so glad that Maya picked him up. Hey, Kayla, I'm live.
I was gonna say, are you like starting the stream in 20 to 30 minutes, or do you want like chickens there?
Could we have the chickens down there in like 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish filling your bag.
Okay. All right, thanks, bye. All right, 10, 15 minutes. Oliver, good chicken. Henrietta and Henrique came to us in 2020. Henrietta passed away, sadly, from just a previous long-term infection. And then Henrique was with her in 2020. Henrique is a half dark Brahma, half sapien chicken, if I said that right. I forgot to say Oliver is a olive egger chicken, which is interesting. But Henrique, Betty, and Henrietta came from our neighbor, and Betty came to us in 2024. She's a Cochin chicken, and they are amazing. So we're going to start walking down to that enclosure, give you a little bit of an intro there. Half human? Yeah, half human. Let's go, Chandler. And I've got my list of plants that are down there as well. Lucas did a great job. W's in chat for all the staff that helped with this and volunteers. Lots of volunteer help with this enclosure. It is amazing. We got to experiment with a lot of new standards that we're wanting to do for all of our enclosures. So big time. All right, let's go. Just don't show any license plates, Mr. Chandler. Daniel came in clutch with some great doors. Contractors did a really good job as well. And this was kind of like a prep for us for bird of prey enclosures. It was kind of like us experimenting with different techniques for bird of prey enclosures. If you don't know, we are building 2 to 5 bird of prey enclosures. We're planning on 5, but we'll see how much it ends up costing. That is not a leak. We have been doing that on stream. So yeah, we're excited to do that. Your timelines are wrong, my guy. I think you are going off birthdays. Maybe. I got it off the website. Betty came to us in 2024. Nugget 2019, right? Or is that birthday? No, when did we start? 2021. You're right. So Oliver was 2021, Nugget's 2021. Yeah. That's her birthday. My bad. Good catch. Good catch. Yeah.
Can you just like hang out with us?
Chicken enrichment?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna show the old one.
Classic.
Dr. Pepper.
The Maya classic.
Yeah, I needed a little carb kick. Okay. Matthew, thanks so much for the 24 months. Katana for 2 months. Thank you so much. Mad, thanks for the raider. So moving them out of here to give it a bit of a rework here. And the other thing is they don't have cams in here. That's so loud. We do have cams on the inside. The inside is going to get a new floor in the future, but it's got nice perching, AC, heating, lights in here. It's pretty solid. You can't go in there too far because it'll F. But we did a lot. We insulated it. But it's time to get a revamp. We're getting away from wood. We're going to more about it, and then we're gonna bring the chickens down and release them into the enclosure. So you guys saw that we did a ton of work clearing this out and putting in the pipe, pulling the fence, and then a lot of landscape work. We're gonna come back here, Chandler, actually, and we'll do a drum roll reveal. Give me a drum roll, Chandler. Show it.
Yeah!
Chicken enclosure! Chicken mansion! Isn't it amazing? It is huge, fully covered, wire everywhere to keep them safe from the Pedros, aka the raccoons. It's rustic. Look at this. Didn't Lucas do a great job with all the plants?
Killed it.
Absolutely amazing. So we're gonna start with the outside and work our way in. I'll go ahead and point this out. Got the new camera over here. It's the same as the past 2 days. It blew out a little bit of our road there, a few of the earth smiles, but this has been completely fine. There's been no issues with the chicken enclosure. So, love that. Did it F? Are we F'd? YouTube will get that. Let me see. No, we're good. Okay. All right. So, continuing down. We had to go with reject pipe. This is, this type of pipe is used for oil wells, for drilling oil. So we get the reject parts of it. It's pretty cost effective, pretty cheap. And we experimented with new wire, 1x1 wire, which is kind of the standard that we built for the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries standards. You can't make this stuff too taut, or else if they fly into it, it's like hitting a brick wall. So it's got a little bit of give to it. But then we were able to put, let's show the net. It doesn't look that great right there. Chandler, come over here. See with the light. And then we have full 1x1 heavy knotted what's the word, netting going. Oh, thank you so much for sponsoring this. It's been a huge project, but we're really excited to have it finally completed. So we're gonna go to the inside first, and we'll talk about or we're gonna do the outside covered fenced in area, and I'll talk about their inside space here in a second. So we've got to put another board here to cover this kind of gap here, so Pedros can't, again, raccoons can't stick their hands through here and yoink a chicken. So that's something that we're very considerate of. We also have wire buried all along the perimeter of this enclosure, so if something tries to dig through, it can't. We've got concrete up underneath this door, so nothing can get through it. And then we've got wire on this door as well, so they can't get through this 4x4 section, and they're hit by this 1x1. So we just got one little thing to do left on it, and it'll be perfect, but it'll be good for today. All right, so we are inside. We are trying to get grass to grow. It's actually too wet these days. It's pretty muddy, so it's struggling to grow a little bit. So as you can see, yes, Space, we have it recording. As you can see, we've got our sprinkler systems in here. Lucas, Chandler, and Nick put in our sprinkler systems, and it is helping keep the grass. And when it gets warmer out, or a bit warmer and a bit drier, this will keep everything growing beautifully. And then we have some plans in the future to put a bunch of sage, Texas sage, along the perimeter to kind of help cut down on the dust that comes off the road when it gets a little bit too dry. So we are working on that. We've got lots of perching options throughout the enclosure, And this is something cool that Lucas did that I never really thought of. And this is because he comes from a AZA zoo background and just a bunch of other facilities as well. But these rocks are spray foamed down and locked in. So they cannot crush a chicken. They've got landscape adhesive on it and the spray foam, which is, I was like, that's a great idea. Because like I would just use screws and other things, but like with rocks, how do you do that? So W. Lucas. We've got some Texas sage here. All the plants in here are native. We got Texas sage, and then this is coastal. I have it written down. So, I'm gonna forget it. Hold on. Oh, wrong way. Moly. Gulf moly. Gulf moly. That's what it is. Gulf moly. Okay. Yeah, so we got some Gulf moly here, some other types of moly, some sage, and then we've got yucca. Yellow and red yucca along the edge here. We think, you know, maybe some deer or something got in here and chewed on them a little bit, but they're bouncing back. And then we've got our camera. Beautiful camera. You guys want to hear the peel? The peel.
Oh my God.
The peel is amazing. Easy peel. All right, good peel. All right, so that camera will be live when we are done in here, once the chickens are in here as well. So, yeah, we got lots of perching options for them here. Very rustic. We're gonna, as we find more antiques from like Facebook Marketplace and other things like that, we'll bring them in here. But we've got kind of this rustic farm look going on in here, which is great. We had to lock this down because it'll move this direction, but we can't just let this spin because it's really sharp and goes really fast. And some people cut themselves trying to stop this. So crazy. We don't want to decapitate a chicken if they try to come up here. So that's why that is here. It's a nice little touch. So then we've got some storage in here if we need it. And then this will be a place where we can weigh the chickens, but also Oliver's really good at flying, you know, from perch to glove or fist. So we hope that Oliver, maybe even Nugget, will want to fly to the collaborators and jump back and forth. Maybe he'll do that for us today. We'll see if he's interested in it. So. We've got their entryway into here, these automatic chicken doors, which I'll show you a bit later, that are solar powered. And we can actually open and close them because they have a switch as well. We've got a specialty feeder system here. When the bolt's out, they can step on this and it opens, and then the bolt, and then they step off of it and it closes so things can't get in it, less insects, stuff like that. And then we've got their hanging water, 3.5 gallons. Out here for them if they need it, but they have two other water sources inside as well. Chickens need Wi-Fi. We do have Wi-Fi. Is it effing? Stand over here. We got our Wi-Fi unit up there. So we have a nice reinforced roof here with gutter system coming down to our pea gravel that's not washing out. Pea gravel is important for the chickens because sometimes they'll eat it. It helps with their digestion. So they need a little bit of pea gravel in here. Hi, Kayla. You have chickens. Anything else? You can come over here, Chandler. Lucas had a nice little farm touch. He's very proud of it. In the center here. He says it's some symbol for the Illuminati and that it empowers the chickens to take over the world. So we'll see if that happens. I'm excited for that opportunity. All right, let's go inside. Do you want to bring, who are you doing first, Kayla?
Nugget and Ben.
This way. Nugget and Betty. All right. We're going to show them the inside first. Also, underneath here, we've got concrete skirting that I dug and poured here. So nothing can dig under here. And you're like, Connor, why is this raised? Well, for a lot of reasons. One, it's like a little raised entry for them. We want to experiment with this technique, and it should help with cleaning a bit. In theory, they should just be able to like reach through and like grab scoop out some poop and stuff like that. I don't think it'll actually work like that because it's a bit bigger in practice than when we put it on paper. Oh, almost forgot this. So, Neptune with the, is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I need to turn this volume up. Another 10. Thank you so much. All right. Huge. So we're also going to have collabs come over here, and I'm waiting on the magnets to come in, but they'll be able to label what scenario is what. Instead of just talking about it and looking for the certified humane label, we can talk like, oh, which one is it? You know, is it this one down here? And they'll be able to label it. But we've got these other labels here: no label, pasture raised, free ranged, and cage free. So they'll be able to mean, and it's a little bit more tangible. And we're trying to design more interactive things inside enclosures. So this is like our experiment. We'll see how it goes, see how we like it. If we like it, we got some parrot ideas. We got some fox ideas, stuff like that. So it's a great way, yeah, for it to feel a little bit more tangible and a bit more easier to understand. So I'm not going to spoil which one is which. We'll save that for a collab. Kayla, are you excited about this?
I'm so ready.
So ready. Okay. We've got nice little solar lights up here on our doors. And then come around this way, Chandler. This was a Daniel idea. So we've got all of our locks everywhere. Look at this. You open it and you're like, oh man, that's going to like swing around everywhere. But wait. Beautiful. And it stays open. So let's, yeah, Risky Biscuit Baking right there. That's his door. The goat. All right, come on in. Thank you for the sponsor. We got lights in here. We've got a few flies. We got some fly traps around here. We've got the compost down there. It's attracting the flies. We got a system to fix that, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about later. But this is the inside of the enclosure in here. Yep. Now we're holding strong, 9K.
Nice.
Okay. Thanks for the Prime for 21 months.
Just resubscribed for 21
So,
months. Penis.
Server rack. Matt IBP4 during the Stay Hardathon built this for us. W Matt, very good job. We've got my Twitch username is Jacob. Jacob with the 4 months. Thank you so much. Here is, we'll come back to that in a minute. We've got our electrical panel. We're going to show that off because there's a huge pain in the ass to get electricity down here. But we got GFCI breakers here. Thank you so much for the 11 months, Sarah. And then we've got, when we put fiber, we got fiber coming directly up into the enclosure. And we've got all the fancy networking stuff, backup power for down here. Cable management, I think is pretty good. I did it myself, so you know, no bias there. We've got our storage. We've got chicken refresher to make this smell nice and kind of disinfect the enclosure with powders. Got target stations, nest pads. Mini Pearl, 22 months. Thank you so much. Tier 3. Thank you so much. Look at that. Look at that close. I gotta do that again for YouTube. Just, oh, so good. Locked. Easy. We've got some chicken scratch here. We've got their nest boxes that open from the back so they can like get the eggs out without disturbing the hens too much. But this is aspen shavings in here. It's supposed to be the best, the premier shavings for them to lay in. So we got that set up for them. We'll see what they utilize. We gave them lots of options, lots of spaces. If we need fresh air, bam, easy, fresh air. But they might not need that because we got a nice heated and cooling system in here that's controlled by our Home Assist network, so we can keep things nice and cool or toasty during the summer, winter. But we don't want it to be like too cool or too hot, so they can't, they have acclimation issues between the inside and outside. So yeah, we can monitor that with our temperature sensor here that also goes into our smart home server. So, are the chickens going in here? Yes. Here's our camera, brand new dome over it. So it looks like a fresh, brand new camera. I forgot to put IR. I forgot this older model doesn't come with IR. So for tonight, for the inside view, it's pretty good inside view. You can't see like all the way up, but we had to make some compromises. I didn't want to put a ton of cameras in here. So this one camera view gets most things like 90%. We can adjust in the future, and we'll have IR, in the next few days, because I'm just gonna get a PoE one that pops out over there. So easy. Indoor chicken camera. We've got to figure out what we're gonna do with the cameras because Oliver does very rooster things to the hens. It's not always nice to see, but they have a lot more space to get away from them here. We're gonna have to play that one by ear. Probably in the mornings we won't show the cameras that much, but in the afternoons, evenings when he's chilled out, we shall. We got another door on this side. We can pull to release here. Opens it up. It's a fancy version and the best version that we're gonna go with for like the parrot door. If you've seen the girls like pulling a little latch, I like this little piece of metal. This is much better. Big McLarge Huge for 24 months. Thank you so much. Another Daniel door specialty. Yes, it's amazing. We've got two different types of perching for them to choose from. Do they want man-made? This is an experiment. Man-made, or do they want more natural perching? We can adjust this very easy. We're gonna see what they like. You guys are gonna tell us by watching them on the cams, which is great. And then we come to cleaning. I've been carrying around this bucket this whole time. This is a giant kitty litter sandbox. They poop, we scoop. Bam.
Whoa.
Easy. Okay, that's kind of compacted down. But like they poop up here. They need to rake this out because this is, bam. Look at that. You can get all the poop out of there. Make it shorter. Okay, well, the girls have a good idea for how to utilize this. It's going to work great, I'm sure. They probably need to do a little bit of raking, but it's great. We want to use as little amount of water as possible because when you do water into like these kind of spaces, you have more likelihood for mold, and birds just are really susceptible to mold. Aspergillosis is kind of the main one that comes to mind that we've had to battle in the past at other facilities, and it's not a fun time. So we're keeping as much water as possible. Kayla did say the type of sand is important as well. You can't have something too fine to kick up in the air to get in their lungs. So this is a heavy sand, coarse, heavy sand for them. But we also painted this special. This is more of a rubberized type of coating. So if they do poop on here, we can use some poop off and scrub it off.
Up there?
Maybe not up here, but like on the sides,
Oh, okay.
or like over here. They could poop on it. It just makes it easier to clean, take off and clean. So we're thinking of every detail. We've got two types of water systems that you guys are going to help us figure out what they like. Do they want to like just hit this and get water out of it? Or do they want to dunk their heads in here? This one just gets dirtier and could get sand in it. This one just stays a lot cleaner. So we'll see how that works. I got two more things to show you. The chicken doors is one of them. So Chandler, if you want to kneel down right here. And we're going to look at this door and this switch. So we have an auto setting on this door that will see, will judge the sunlight. And after like 30 or 45 minutes of the sun going down, it will start to automatically close. And it has a lot of safety sensors on it to where if a chicken's underneath it, it kicks back up. And it will not kill a chicken. This is the best of the best. It's called Ladies First Chicken Doors. It's kind of hard to buy them because they're very mom and pop, but great, great doors. And then we have a switch to close. And you'll see here in a second, it's going to close very slowly. It's a screw turn closing door, meaning you can't have raccoons or any other animals pull up on it. So once it's down, it's locked into place. But it's got lots of safety sensors on it. I'll show you. So let's pretend I'm a chicken here. Now it goes back up. I just touched it barely, and it goes back up. And then it'll go back down. It'll do that a few times, up and down, up and down. So what that allows us to do is if we had a chicken here that needed the day away from the rest of the flock, we can just close that door and they can stay in here. It means if there's a fire nearby and that smoke is coming through, which is really bad for the bird's lungs, we can close them off in here, and we can make sure everything's filtered through that AC unit. So it just allows us for a lot more flexibility. We are thinking of everything just to make sure that these animals are safe. So it'll do a few like up and down closes until it closes all the way, just to like make sure nothing's in the way and give plenty of warning. But we're also gonna have cameras everywhere. So for some reason they get locked outside, they can stay outside unless we have raccoon issues. The enclosure is built for them to live outside if they want to. They don't have to come in here. So I'm gonna put it on auto and it's gonna open for us. Anyway, we have 2 doors that do that. You can come on out here, Chandler. So we want it, the enclosure is built so they can stay out here at night if they want to roost and be more of a natural chicken. The last thing Chandler did, Chandler, you gotta show off your work. Chandler crawled up underneath here and put insulation all up under this enclosure because we're all about energy efficiency here and don't want to just waste a bunch of power just producing AC just going outside for no reason other than the 2 little doors. But it's actually, we're not needing much AC. It's actually pretty great. Anything else I missed, Chandler or Kayla?
No.
So, okay. You guys, chat, you guys want to see some chickens? Space, could we pull up the outdoor PTZ camera as in conjunction with this camera so we can see them as well? When do they move in? Right now. All right, come on in, Chandler. You're cameramanning the chickens. Kayla, I'm going to give you the mic so you can talk about. You don't want the mic? You want me to just keep narrating? Okay. All right.
Already?
Muted. Hold on. Wait for it. Saved. We're good. All right, let her out. Come on out, Nugget. Okay, Nugget's molting, guys.
She looks a little rough. She's molting. Don't say anything about it.
If you don't know what molting is, it means she's getting new feathers. Losing old ones, getting new ones. Nugget, what do you think?
Wow.
When you get Oliver,
Her beak is also a little long. She can use it quickly. Oh, she's like, oh yeah.
no, don't mess up my grass.
She loves it.
When you bring Oliver over, could you bring some treats? Oh, you got some. Cool.
Oh, nice. She's thrilled.
All right, you're just destroying all our hard work. This is crazy.
There's worms in here. Yeah, Nugget.
You got Scratch over there on the fence if you want it.
Scratch. She wants dirt. Bugs.
Yummy food. Okay.
Snacks.
All right. You can explore the whole place. You've got a very large enclosure.
Sinfo just
Sinfo.
resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you so much for the 3
Yay,
months.
chickens. Less than 3.
All right, so yeah, you guys will be able to see the chickens a lot now. They were in the nut house for a bit because Oliver and Nugget would bully some of them. There was some health things we were working at and rehabbing Betty, but everybody should be good now. And we're going to see, Chandler, if you want to turn around, we're going to let Betty out over here and see how they do. Nugget and Betty have not gotten along in the past, but now there's a lot more space. Nugget is the problem. Betty, you want to come out? All right, Kayla's going to get Oliver and Henrique. Code Veronica, yes. She wants AC back. Just go inside the chicken mansion. But we're trying to incorporate more trees, more vegetation to our enclosures, make them more natural. Lucas isn't new to this kind of stuff, but Alveus is. So we're figuring out how it kind of all fits and works. So this is a really, really good place to learn that. So when we go to build bird of prey enclosures and other enclosures, we know how to do it well, and keep things native. And we're figuring out irrigation as well. So this has been an amazing learning experience for us, and just a great enclosure for the chickens. And we're really happy. It's going to last a very, very long time. All right. Well, if you want to show Nugget, I guess. Nugget's just enjoying the shade over there. Will we be adding water features? They don't need one. Don't give Kayla that idea. She probably has had that idea already. We are starting to run into water pressure issues for all the water features that we want to do, the amount of irrigation. So we're currently revisiting that and depositing big water tanks around and putting pumps on them and making separate water grids, basically. So it's an infrastructural process that we're trying to figure out. Do you have to show them the inside space, or will they figure it out on their own? They'll figure it out on their own. The lights will be on there. So when it gets dark, they should go in. I'm going to see if these lights are on the Home Assist server. So we can put a schedule for lights on, lights off. But they do have windows in there, so we could just leave them off, and that'd be fine. They know to go in there. Oh, hey, you should build the chinchillas a house. Sure. No, we've thought about doing some more stuff with chins too, so we'll see. Kayla is currently walking the other 2 chickens down now. So once they get a little bit closer, Chandler can cameraman them. Chandler, if you want to try to shoot them walking through here. Shoot them. Yeah, shoot them with a camera, like film shooting. My bad. Bad use of words. Capture them on digital camera for stream to see and encode it into 0s and 1s. I see their little chicken feet running over there. You're going to what? You need a... Oh. She's going to get a kennel for him. Okay. Henrique doesn't kennel? Do you want me to? Do you need me to come grab Henrique? Okay. All right. We are Code Veronica on hold till Kayla brings the other two in here. Tom, thank you so much for 31 months.
Just resubscribed for 31 months. Looking forward to Connor's Colin for zero when he connects all Alveus enclosures up with underground tunnels.
I would rather die than put underground tunnels in Alveus. Oh my god, the amount of rock. Ugh. Ugh. UK is a different story. UK is much easier digging. At least we're calling this. Betty. I mean, it's on her time to come out. So, guys, what do you think of the new improved chicken enclosure? What do we think of our updated building standards? And they're just getting better. We're working on getting a full irrigation system for the wolf dogs to keep it green throughout the year except for winter. And we're taking that into the bird of prey enclosures as well. It's taken us a little bit, but we're learning, especially like with the fencing. It took us a bit to learn with the fencing because a lot of the standards. Oh, here they come. A lot of the standards come from the EU and UK, and they have different building materials out there than we do here, and different tradesman skill sets. So that's been something that we're learning as well. Insane how far Alveus has come. Yes. Way more than you were expecting. Yes. Betty laying on an egg. I don't know. So Connor, will the parrot upgrade have different building materials than wood so that they don't, littles don't shoot? Yes, map. A lot different standards. Lucas has helped elevating that as well. The parrot enclosure is not going to look anything like it does. Like the basic bones will be the same, but it's going to look way different. Doing great. No, she's still sitting there. Code Veronica. Come on, chickens. You're elevating the bar for animal care and conservation. Alveus is setting new standards, and it's great to see. Give us like a year or two, and you're going to be amazed. We got some plans, chat. Connor, is someone going to put board that, I can't see what that emote is, to go into the enclosure? We got to put one more, we got to put a board over one little gap on the door, but that's about it. Give me a year so I can marry rich and give more money to Alveus. Sounds like a plan. Thanks. Best of luck. She can hang out there as long as she wants, right? Yeah. Kayla's in no rush. Is there anything I can do to help? Do you want me to help usher them over here? All right, we'll see if Kayla gets anywhere with these treats. If not, we'll help kind of herd them over here. Oh, it's working. Siren wants to join. That's funny. Chandler, you see Siren over there? She's on the ground. She wants to join. I'm going to help usher. Siren wants to join you, Kayla. Kayla's the good cop. I'm bad cop. Hi, Siren. Don't fight Siren. Don't fight Siren. You're home. Easy. That was actually easier than I thought. Okay, drama. We don't need to do that, Oliver.
It's in a state.
I don't. Oh, okay. Oh, he loves it. We're gonna have a little bit of an adjustment period with all these chickens, but they got plenty of space to get away from each other. Nice. Kayla's a safe place. You want to put her on there and see if she'll fly to you?
She shouldn't be flying right now. She's got no feathers.
That's true.
Look at the back of her head.
She is molting.
Waxy. It's okay. I don't want to scare her.
You just hold it. All right. Well,
the gang's all here.
I was just holding it between us. Let me see. All right, chat. We're just going to watch from the cameras. Enclosure. We're going to show that sign one more time before we go out. This is huge. It's wonderful. We're excited. They're out of the nut house. Yay. She can go inside. Go into the AC. No. All right, she wants down.
She's going.
Oliver, you don't need to come over. All right, we're going to watch from the cams. All right. Come on, Mr. Chandler. Big thank you. Thank you so much. All right, Space. Send us over to the live cams. Thank you, Chandler, for cameramanning. Good stuff.
They missed it.
There we go.